Hey guys, my name is Morgan and welcome to today's video. Today I'd like to talk about my strawberries. So I don't know if you guys can remember, but the first time I put them in, there were a few strawberries on each plant and I left one strawberry per plant and I actually got some pretty decent strawberries, but we had around a week and a half of rain, so I wasn't outside much and I wasn't able to do the pruning of all the flowers to try and get more foliage growing, and a lot of them have actually started making flowers and started making strawberries, and I'd like to show you guys exactly how they're looking and talk a little bit about what I've noticed. So starting off, there's a ton of flowers and a ton of strawberries on each plant, which is really good, which is very nice. But there's one thing that I have noticed: they are tiny. Look at the size of that strawberry. It's like as big as my thumb. They are so small compared to the first strawberries that I harvested from here. These strawberries are really tiny, and this is even quite small, although it looks pretty big. This is pretty small compared to the ones I got last time, and this is the exact reason why I was pruning off all of these flowers, because this one little plant is now trying to produce several strawberries at the same time, and it's just not strong enough to give some beautiful strawberries. It's giving some medium and some pretty small ones, and every now and again there's a little bit of some foliage growth, but a lot of the time it's just these strawberries. It's just a lot of flowers. So that is a good example to show you guys that it is actually pretty worth it to prune off the flowers and let them grow a lot of foliage for the first few months, maybe even a year, maybe even a season. And then later on you'll get a huge harvest of some beautiful, sweet, huge strawberries, because you can leave these ones, you can let them grow and you will get some strawberries, but they're going to be really, really small and they might not be as sweet as what they would have been if the plant was a little bit bigger. Another thing I can say is that this ground is extremely moist. I haven't watered this bed in however many weeks because we've had a lot of splashes from the rain, and because of this black plastic, the ground is extremely moist, so it's very, very good to have this plastic going over if you're not good with watering, or if you have so much and you cannot water everything at the same time. Then this plastic does really help to keep the soil nice and moist, so that's a real good pro with the plastic for me. And now what I am going to do is I am going to go around and prune off any flowers. I'm not going to prune off any strawberries, I'll leave those ones and see what I get with that, but I'm definitely going to prune off any flowers, anything that still has petals. So yeah, it is a little bit sad to prune off these flowers, but at the end of the day the plant is going to grow a lot more foliage, and in turn going to give you much better strawberries than what you would if you just had to leave them and let them grow with the minimal foliage that they have now. And another thing, these things smell so good. It doesn't smell anything like a strawberry obviously, but it smells, it's very, very sweet. If you can smell a strawberry flower, if you have strawberries, go outside and smell your strawberry flowers. They are incredibly sweet. And while I'm at it, I think I'm also going to remove any leaves that are pretty brown and ones that are kind of dying, because 80% of the photosynthesizing happens in the first like 3 or 4 leaves in the middle here, so all of these ones are not doing anything, so I can remove that and just keep the good leaves. This also helps the plant focus on growing instead of trying to fix itself. Alright, and that is where I'm going to end today's video. Just a little update on the strawberries and a little information about them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little something about strawberries, just a few little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and if you'd like to further support me, you can check me out on Patreon at Morgan in the Garden, and you can follow along on Instagram at Morgan in the Garden to see all kinds of daily updates around the garden. And until next time, have a wonderful day and stay active in the garden.